All right, cool. It should be good. We should be good. Let me get my levels together. I'm a little bit behind this morning. But from what I can see, looks like the manipulation is in full effect, right? We see gold and oil pushing towards Asia low. We took out the London low here on gold and oil. They're both going the same direction, which is a red flag, right? We have this Asia high, Asia low. Oil may take it out. Gold already took it out. So I'm already knowing that right now the markets are probably in chop mode. So let's go look at everything else. Let's go look at everything else. Let's see, man. You can see the manipulation. We get this massive crank overnight. Let's get some new levels on the chart here. Oh, yeah. All right, so first things first, right? The sentiment is pretty bullish, but look at how much we move instantly, right? So now that's like, all right, I know that we had some good news, but at this point, how far is price going to push up before it pulls back, right? So now you're already thinking we're overextended, even though the market is happy and bullish, it's overextended, right? So now I'm thinking maybe we push back towards these overnight lows. So let's mark these out. Got those pre-market highs. London low being taken out right now, which is midnight price. For me, at least. All right, not bad, right? Looking at the market structure, we get an attempt to go lower, push higher, attempt to go lower, push higher. So all of these bearish candles here can serve as support. We'll find out here shortly if that holds up. If not, you just go and look at how price responded at 9:30, right? You see at 9:30, price opens similar to what we saw yesterday. Very similar, right? We push up, take that high, maybe leave equal highs, if not taking that high. All right, that's ES. Let's take a look at NQ. See what that looks like. And then also there's no major news events scheduled, so could be a slow session, right? And then you have this pre-market high. Don't touch that. Let me get that. Appreciate you. All right, cool. We did take out a lot of buy side, man. So the sales could be the play. We'll see. But that's that. Go down to the 5-minute. Let's look at 9:30. How did 9:30 interact with the pre-market levels? We see 9:30 push up, take out 905. Did we take out 905 here? No. Well, yeah, we did. Took out 905 here, but we failed to take out 925. 925 is taken out here, so slight SMT. Maybe YM gives you a definite SMT here. I believe it will. Let's see. London low. Yeah, we should have a definite SMT here. Off of YM pushing towards these pre-market highs. All right, beautiful, right? So you're getting SMT off the lows and you're also getting SMT off the highs, where we see YM take out all of the pre-market highs, ES and NQ doesn't. And then you see this last attempt to go higher and then fail. So this will be where I'm looking for price to retest and reject if it's bearish. If it's bullish, it'll close through this, and then you'll get a potential break and retest like this. All right. So that's as simple as it's going to get so far. Whether it actually gives us a clean maneuver is one thing, but the setup is pretty straightforward. All right, you see 930 fail to take this high here. Boom. That's exactly what you want to see. Add some T there. And then you have these left shoulder moves 730 high. We even take out this 515 high. If we look over here, 515 high never gets taken. So that's that internal hidden SMT that I like to play as well. However, you got to respect the fact that there's also SMT at the lows, right? So if these levels don't hold up, so it'll be here. This 945 move is also another key area that could be played, because at 945, YM gives you that sweep of that high. So this attempt to go higher here, do we sweep out anything to our left? No, we don't. On NASDAQ, on ES, we sweep out this high right here, which is a 435 high, which I'll mark that off. This is a level of resistance. And then over here, 45, we don't even get close to it, right? Yeah, we don't even get close to that high here. So this is telling me that NASDAQ is the weaker one. I want to be shorting NASDAQ. Save these across the board. I have two areas of interest. It's going to be this order block here, break and retest to go lower, or this 930. Well, it's like 925 attempt to go higher. Okay, it's not showing up over here either, so it's okay. Yeah, I won't use that one. 925, yeah, I won't use that one. It'll be just this order block here. And NASDAQ is the weaker one. NASDAQ already underneath midnight. NASDAQ tapping into that level. We're getting a slight tap here as well. This might be... Wow, ES isn't even bothering to take it. So the high of the session was at 805 for NAS. Same thing, no. 805. So yeah, ES may be the weaker one, bro. You see at 805, 8 a.m., we made a new high on NASDAQ right here. We weren't able to do that on ES. We made a new high also, 8 a.m. Yeah, we made a new high on YM as well. So it looks like ES may be the weaker one. ES is not touching it. If we close underneath this candle here, I'm gonna be looking for a short right now on ES. Underneath midnight, still not underneath midnight yet on YM, but we're underneath midnight on ES here. So I'm looking for something like this, a tap and drop. But if we see the others tap and run away here, that's telling me that price is about to run. So I'll get a jab in on that. I'll get a jab on that. I would love to see a deeper drive, right? But we do see a tap here. This is a valid retest happening right now. Very valid retest right now. So I'm going to get ready for that. Getting ready for that. All right. So we notice we don't close bearish at all on that 5-minute chart. So that's good. Telling us price is going to push up. And there we go. We see price pushing up. ES tapping into it. If we are bearish, this area should hold, right? If we are going to go bullish, you could see price hold this 10 p.m. level and then start closing through this red zone, giving you the indication that this is just going to be an SMT. You know, we take out this 950 low, nowhere near those lows here. And then we took out 950. Yeah, we took out those lows over here as well. So the SMT would just be on YM, failing to push anywhere near the lows. Nice. So yeah, I'm looking for price to maybe even retest this EMA, but it's not ready to go lower yet, if you ask me. Shortly, we could see that sell off though. And it just hit 10 a.m., right? So we should see some sort of open high activity and then move lower. This is a pretty big range and the EMA is pretty far away. So also keep in mind YM is still above the EMA. So it could take a little while. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's the game plan. That is the game plan. Sit back, relax. See if price wants to retest this EMA. See if price wants to push to the extremes of this up close candle here at 945. And see when the rejection starts to kick in here. 10 a.m. is right here. I'll highlight 10 a.m. Could easily want to sweep this high, right? Before going lower. Looking at these two over here are going completely sideways. But gold is underneath the EMA for the time being. All right, nice. See what the chat is up to. What are you guys thinking so far, man? Let's see what the chat is up to. 1 second. Chat looks like they are chilling right now. We may be the only ones active right now. Let's see. Tanya's up. Looks like Tanya's in a short right now already. No time wasted. She's short off of 25.86. So she's short at the very bottom here. For whatever reason. ES doing a good job here. Just steady pushing higher. And like I mentioned, if you look at like the 30-minute or the hourly chart, you have to be careful of this area here. We see price attempt to go lower here at 8 p.m., completely squeeze out the sellers, right? And then pushed very aggressively from this area. And then what do you notice? We tap right back into here, the upper half. And you start to see rejection instantly. So if price wanted to go bullish from here, it genuinely could. Not saying that it would, but You gotta read and react. Same thing over here. We're pushing, we sweep out the low here. So now we're getting the bottom half of this order block. See how price responds. I would like to take shorts, man. Shorts are probably gonna be the vibes, but with Trump and the way they structure things, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they are hammering the buys. All the big players are just holding buys, waiting for oil to retrace. Oil's at 93. Did we ever take out that high? Let's go see. No. We got so close to taking out that high from the initial spike and failed. You know what I mean? So who knows if oil is actually going to return up here or not? We shall find out. All right, yeah, so we're chilling. We're chilling, right? No signs of higher time frame rejection from this zone yet. We drove into it perfectly. Thankfully, we actually got the retest. But if you notice, we have the EMA on YM, so we tap into it, show strength off of it. We even see these order blocks in here where price attempted to go lower before, like in pre-market. You know what I mean? You see price try to go lower, fail. Price drives back into this area and gives you a decent bounce. So for now, it's clearly not going lower. All right. The framework is still valid though, so we'll just have to wait for these 5-minute candles to start actually breaking lower. Yeah, we're chilling. We are chilling. I'm gonna kill some of these indicators. I think we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, midnight price. Probably the only price that matters. I'll put this as my session, which it should have been. I don't know why it's not. Yeah. Looks like it's just building up orders here. Maybe remember yesterday when you see stuff like this, you should anticipate that manipulation higher, a random drive higher, just to stop out the people who are in their shorts. You know what I mean? Because it looks bearish. The fact that we haven't just blown through this zone is a good sign for the shorts. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, ho, 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 ho. All right, we got to get ready. It's going to try to run without us. Yeah, so I'm going to short. Actually, bro, NASDAQ looks weaker, right? Let's let this candle close. If this candle gives a decent close, I have to short NASDAQ. So yeah, NASDAQ looks the weakest. So I'm going to get ready for the shorts on NASDAQ, man. So it's gonna close through here. Let's find some bro, what? Look at these candles, kid. Are we missing a candle? Looks like it, right? NQ. Yeah, we are missing a candle. So this candle opened at what time? 10:05. All right. So from 10:05, there is a order block. All right, cool. We're missing candles over here. 10:05. I'm looking to short off of this potentially if it closes how I want to see it close. Look at that, bro. Look at that close, kid. That's tough. That is disgusting. Look at that wick. I don't think it's ready to go lower, guys. I don't think it's ready. Look at this nasty wick off the EMA. This might go bullish, man. I don't know. I think we're just going to have to wait. and be 100% sure because this is this is not okay. Patience, 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 man. This is not okay. Wow. Nasdaq seems to be attempting to go lower, but it's like nobody else agrees with lower yet. If we're gonna be going lower, we're gonna just wait for all of the um family members here to agree. I can already tell something stupid is bound to happen based on these wicks. Watch this candle end up wicking too. There's 3 minutes left in this candle. I'm gonna sit back and watch it work here. Let's see what the algorithm is cooking up here. Because this is not okay. Notice we haven't tapped the EMA. Notice we're showing bearishness early in the candle, right? It's only been 2 minutes inside of this 5 minute candle, and we're showing a lot of bearishness that's not holding up, which telling me it's probably going to close bullish. You know what I mean? So the manipulation is in full effect. You got these two over here still going the same direction. Bearish candle, bearish candle. It's a scam. Just waiting to scam you out right now. It's waiting to scam you out right now. So just be patient. Waiting for respect to 5-minute OB, CISD, short facts. Yeah. Shorts would be nice, but patience will. Okay, I like this. Stop screaming, buddy. We have 2 minutes left in this 5 minute candle. If we can just start closing through these previous bullish candles, that would be a good start, right? However, there we go. There we go. I am starting to set the narrative here. Let's go. 1 minute left. We'll see what happens. There it is again, right? Failure to close lower. We're getting these bearish candles with nice wicks on them. We start flipping these candles and get above this EMA. It's just gonna open the door for higher. No question. I'm looking for this random drive so we can see if price is gonna push up and fail, or is it really gonna push up and start closing through these previous candles. I want to see price push up and wick these highs and then start closing back underneath. That would be, it'll be the same thing we saw yesterday, right? Yesterday we saw that random manipulation higher after price started to build that bearish structure. You saw that pop higher. So yeah, we're chilling, man. Let's see if we can get one last drive, maybe retest this 68.20s on ES. This EMA is serving as a bulletproof wall right now for YM. Let's look at the macro. I know there's a lot of macro traders out there. Let's take a look at what they may see here. 10 a.m., 950 macro. Sweeps the high, displaces lower, bearish candle here. Yeah, a lot of people are shorting this right now. Nice market structure shift. You got a breaker, high, low, higher high, then a low. Retest the red area, breaker. I'm not sure what entry confirmation you would use to short right now besides just a gap fill. Like put your trade just in the gap, stop above the candle. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's about the only thing I would see. You got this bearish candle here. I like how we closed through here. We closed through that up close candle. And then you got these order blocks here. I'm just waiting for that random manipulation drive, bro, because you're not seeing a definite. Okay, there we go. You get that manipulation of this high here on ES. That's a start, right? That's a start of some sort of manipulation. It doesn't have to be too aggressive, just something, right? We just manipulate this high, 10 a.m. high. We didn't take 10 a.m. high here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this 5-minute candle flip bearish in the next 1 minute. We got YM already flipping, right? We see it closing through, starting to break the EMA finally. Barely, but finally, right? And then you see that 1005 range get hit. We tap into this 1004, 1003. We tap into here, nice rejection. This is a beautiful sell signal. If everything was in queue right now, if everything was in order, I would be shorting. I'm looking for, there it goes. All right, we might have to take this, guys. We might have to take this. And I hate that it's so close. But I think we have to take this 50 points here. And then just let it go. Because it could try to run. It's starting to give that order flow, right? It's starting to show you that all of them are starting to go bearish here. So I can go 5 contracts and I could short this for 500 bucks. I'm gonna short that, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna short that. Uh-oh. 5-minute chart. So we're about to close here. This is what I want to see if we can retest here. It should push back up a little bit here to retest for ES. All right, we get that order block here. There goes that drive. If price can reject here, that's going to confirm it for me. Here we go. As soon as I get in, the most bullish volume in America steps up. What price did I get? I got 65. 25,065. What's going on with ES here? Oh yeah, you see the rejection off of ES here? That's really nice. And then you got YM. I think we just closed through another bearish candle. So right here at 10:15. Yeah, so I like this area here for shorts, man. It's looking pretty solid. I like the rejection off of it. We're just gonna have to deal with the shenanigans here. It looks like price is just barcoding for now, but I want to see rejection off of this up close candle here. So far, you see decent wicks, right? This is exactly where I would want to be short. You got SMT off of that high again, 3 different times. How many points was my stop, bro? It might come right for it, bro. Yeah, this is trash, bro. May have to take 2 stabs at this one because this one it's not doing what it wants to do just yet. I like how we're maintaining this range here, but I want to see it slam out of it. It's not slamming out of it. But like I said, of course, as soon as we get in, it wants to give you the most bullish pullback of the entire session. Boom, boom, boom. Where are we right now? So we closed through here. 10:15, same thing, bro. 10:15. So this is where you want to see that rejection. All right, that's nice. Let me go ahead and set. It was a 50-point stop, right? Yeah, 50 points. $50-point stop, and you're looking for 1.5, which would be 75 points. You see the rejection from this exact area, but you just need to see price actually start closing some more 5-minute bearish candles here. The model is pretty much solidified. We're looking for a delivery off of these 1-minute order blocks in here. EMA looks solid. 2-minute EMA stops are above there. SMT off of that 10 a.m. high, and we're shorting the weaker asset here. NASDAQ is weaker than all ES and YM, but somehow YM is trading the best. Bro, I don't know. Even yesterday, YM gave a better short. You got way more risk to reward. And then here you are again, tapping into it. Look how clean this rejection is. You could short here, stop here, and you're already at 1R. But NASDAQ hasn't gone anywhere. And then you target a 6 a.m. open. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I think I might have to start trading YM more than I do. This is the same setup, guys. And YM is stronger. So the fact that we're selling off here on YM, we should be bleeding on NASDAQ, and we're not moving. It just makes you question everything about NASDAQ when you see stuff like this. Look at it. It's already at 70 points. It's already at TP, kid. Come on, bro. Don't do us like that, bro. Don't do us like that, bro. This is pathetic, kid. Even ES is starting to leave. Come on, kid. Don't do us like that. Good job, YM. I don't know how many times you got to show me that you're better than NASDAQ for me to believe you, but I think I'm starting to believe you, bro. This is the same exact trade. Tap into the red zone, start closing bearish, retest these 1 minute order blocks, show a strong rejection off of it, short it, stop above the swing high, and you're floating 80 plus points, 1.2 RR. Meanwhile, we're still at entry in drawdown. I take that back. We're in drawdown on NASDAQ. Yes. What was the confirmation candle? It was at 10:15. So from 10:15 to 10:20, where was the order block? Right here. We tap into that order block. We finally start to close bearish. You can enter your short off of that rejection candle if you'd like. Stops above the high at a point to be safe. And then you're just looking for 1.5. Right? However, we are dealing with a stagnant marketplace. You got oil breaking out slightly. At least we flipped the EMA a few times here. You have gold pushing lower. Nothing really stopping price except for gaps, right? You got these gaps, but you know me, I don't really think gaps matter as much. If anything, I think it'll push back down into these opening prices here, these volume imbalances, ideally. But I may have to just literally just only trade YM, bro. Because it doesn't even matter, bro. Like, we saw the same thing yesterday. Let's go find yesterday's short. Yesterday's short was at 11 a.m. So looking at 11 a.m. yesterday, Tuesday, 11 a.m., 11 a.m. Look at it. We took the short, but all you had to do is short 11 a.m. Same thing. If you shorted YM, even though YM was stronger, right? YM gave you this SMT. It pushed way above it. But once YM started closing bearish, you could short it up here and you still catch 1.5, 1.8. So even though NASDAQ was weaker, so to speak, yesterday, and YM was stronger, we still catch the same trade with a better risk to reward than NASDAQ. Because you're shorting it much higher. I remember shorting NASDAQ, we shorted it a little bit late because it was giving us structure here, right? That's crazy, bro. It's genuinely crazy, bro. It sucks. And then now today, YM is probably already at TP. Look at it, bro. YM is literally up and done before we even get away from entry on NASDAQ. ES, same thing. Bro, this is stupid, bro. Like, how do you do this type of stuff to me? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just drop, kid. Don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. There we go. Come on, just flush. It's tough now because look, I need an alert here at 6 a.m. It's probably going to bounce off of this. If not 6 a.m., somewhere around here it's gonna bounce just for fun. Just gonna bounce just to make people upset. 6 a.m. could bounce, 2 a.m. could bounce. Gold, all right, there's nothing there. We already hit 6 a.m. on oil, so it'll probably hit 2 a.m. there. I need to check silver real quick because it's I don't know, bro. Silver has nothing. We should just free fall. We should free fall, bro. There it is. All right, let me check my trade. Still nothing. ES, full TP. YM, 200 and 975 billion points. And now it's going to bounce on us because it just hit 2 a.m. I'm done with this kid, bro. Like, you can't make this up, bro. This is what you call a joke, bro. Watch how dirty this does it. It'll pull way back up here now. Yeah, let me get out of this before I get mad. Welcome to Scamville, where the weakest asset doesn't even push lower. Dang, bro, how did it get me like this? Yeah, I think it's official, man. If we don't see at least 70 points off of this move lower on NASDAQ, I'm officially just gonna trade YM, guys. You can't make this up, bro. YM drops 155 points before NASDAQ drops 30. Now I'm afraid to even hold this trade, bro. ES takes the lows. Why is it doing this, bro? Just bleed. If you're gonna do that, I get it, but at least let NASDAQ get a piece of the pie. My goodness, kid. I really don't think it's gonna drop, guys. I really don't think so. How many points is this? 30 points. What? Yeah, it's about to do us dirty, kid. Just get ready for it. Take out the lows. Oh my goodness, bro. Move to break even. Thank you, scamming. Man, bro, like you cannot make this up. I can't hold this. I cannot hold this. Maybe get behind, put like 150 on the trade, protect yourself a little bit behind the EMA on the 2 minute, and just hope for a sell-off. Man, I promise you, bro, some stuff is just diabolical, bro. Yeah. I will be trading YM for the rest of the week until YM shows me that, you know, it wants to scam. But right now, YM is much cleaner, much more aggressive, much better overall. Like, no question whatsoever. This is unreal. This is unreal. Just dump for us now. Don't even bother going back, bro. We've seen enough hesitation. My goodness. Come on, kid. I just feel like it's about to do us so dirty. Oh my goodness. And there goes the yolk. Yeah, I don't even think I would let this maybe $100, $75. I don't even want to see minus 100 on a trade like this. It'll just drive me insane, bro. Yeah, just take me out, kid. Enjoy your afternoon. NASDAQ. I think I'm done with NASDAQ for a while here, guys. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And the sad part is, it's probably going to end up selling off eventually. But because we've seen such a sharp move here, and we take out these lows, and we've taken out the lows here, you can't gamble it. You don't know what's about to happen here. It's like, come on, bro. You can't make this up, bro. Like, Yeah, I think it got us today, man. It's way everything else is way too overextended for it not to give a drastic pullback here. Like if it's gonna drop, I would be surprised if it does. As you can see, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And you know what, bro? Let me just stop being such a square here. Give me some money. I'm off 2 contracts there and basically protecting myself because this is a scam. And I'm done after this. I'm not gonna trade anymore after this. I'm just gonna wait for YM tomorrow because I can already tell this isn't gonna be a clean session. It's gonna be chopped. That was our opportunity to catch a decent move here. Now it's gonna do something similar to what we saw yesterday, right? Where perfect example was yesterday. Right after the chop, price pretended to be bullish, was not bullish, pretended to be bearish, was not bearish. You get that massive announcement and then price rips. But after price takes this low, it's pure barcoding, no real break and retest, right? If you're looking for like what I like to trade, right? We saw this break, we saw the retest, we saw a trade. Here, you see a break, you see no retest. You see a break lower here, you see no retest, right? So it was just a waste of time. And I can almost guarantee that's exactly what's about to happen today. Unfortunately, NASDAQ is scamming. But hey, man, I'll take it. Secure some partials. Price being price is being lame. Secure some partials. Stops basically break even. Now I don't even care what happens here, bro. There's nothing stopping price right now. It's just floating in the middle of thin air. We saw YM do exactly what it was supposed to do, right? It's supposed to rip through these lows. And then you still have this midnight price here available. ES taps into the EMA, showing more resistance. Price should just bleed here, man. Okay, there we go. Show me some life, kid. It's making us wait a forever and a day for nothing. I would say this is probably the new TP here. This internal low sitting here. Price is likely gonna rip if it reaches this level. Some stuff is so lame, bro. 58 points. Probably what I'll go for. Yeah, something like that, just to get it over with. I don't know if I'll ever trade NASDAQ again if it keeps doing stuff like this. No way this just sells off super duper slow. No way, bro. If so, it's just like, what's the point of doing that? Look at it go. Wow. Wow. This turned out to be a bang, and it made me feel like this was the worst trade idea ever. All right, 50 points here. Looking for this, like I said, this internal low. There it is. Almost slap it. There it goes. Wow. My goodness. All right, cool. So stop was about 50 points. Entry was much better for VIP. Hold on, let me screenshot this. This makes me upset, bro. Because my stop was massive. I could have gotten in with a 40-point stop. And this would have been the trade here. Wow. I'm still gonna trade YM. YM gave you 1 to 3. Yeah, definitely gonna trade YM tomorrow. Look at this, bro. Anyway, dropping this in the chat. I'm gonna take my W for today and have my eyes on YM going forward. You can't tell me this type of stuff is acceptable, bro. I can't trade that type of stuff. Especially watching the other charts just trade so effortless. ES was a lot a lot stronger, right? We got the bullish SMT twice on ES. Yeah, ES gives you 1 to 2.5, 1 to 3 before NASDAQ even gives you a 1 to 1. Unreal, bro. I had a 50-point stop. Why was my stop so big? Hold on. Where did I? Yeah, I got in around here. My stop was 50 points. What? I guess it's not terrible. About 40 points to cover this high. Add 10 points. That's not terrible. All right, not bad. I do that from time to time. So 50-point stop. The most you get out of this trade is a 1 to 2.9, 1 to 3, where everything else pretty much gave you double that, right? But can't be too much of a complainer because it did at least TP out here. So I'm gonna drop this in the chat. And I'm out of here, guys. Be smart, man. Hopefully it just keeps bleeding because this massive move made no sense. Way too overextended. Way too many points to the upside, right? But that right there, that's okay with me, man. But as far as journaling goes, this is going to be A+ for YM and ES. We identified the 5-minute zone. The retest gave you a clean change in the state here. And the change in the state retest was phenomenal. Perfect retest. If you cover this high as 7 points, you know me, I'll probably add a point, 8 points to be safe. 1.5 R. No problem. When I tell you no problem on ES, I mean no problem. So I'm gonna screenshot these, drop them in the chat. You shorted YM. Look at that, bro. You're a genius, bro. Genius move. Genius move. All right, yeah. So we're good, man. I got a little upset with the price action on NASDAQ and how slow it was moving, especially understanding that NASDAQ was much weaker than all of the other assets today. But I won't complain simply because I still got at least 1 R today. And it's been a good week so far. These sell setups have been really, really clean. And it looks like we're probably just going to keep selling off here. So just a slow grind lower, but excellent entry, excellent management, excellent execution. You can't really hold these shorts too aggressively when you notice that all of the other charts are taking out swing and taking out liquidity. So you have to be smart about managing your position so you don't give back all your profit, or worse, get hit with a stop loss, right? But all in all, we're done by 11, so that'll do. Drop a like on the stream, man, if you were able to make some sort of money in your prop accounts today. Hopefully you guys are close to a payout. I am pretty much knocking at the door for my next payout here. Would like to submit it by the end of this week, ideally. Look at this. There we go, bro. If you would have given this right away, man, we would have been able to hold this. It's all good. Like I said, you got to be careful, man. You know how many times we've been in trades and you get that SMT off of certain levels. You better protect your trade because price will reverse on you. So I don't even want to watch this anymore. It's going to make me upset. But yeah, man, drop a like if you guys did well today. Silver's barcoding. Yeah. I won't complain anymore. This was A+, minus the slow delivery. So maybe like an A- or a B+. But I will say this, account management was an A+ today. And that, low-key, I think we're on a win streak. I don't even know. I have to go back and look, but we're on a decent win streak because I can't remember the last time we took a losing day. We did have a 3-day weekend. That's probably why it feels like a long time. But yeah, tomorrow, let me check the news for tomorrow. I'll try and find some other ICT traders that like to stream, see if they want to do a joint stream. If not, probably link back up with Obi maybe this week or next week just to, add a new piece to the stream. Tomorrow we have a good amount of news, man. So tomorrow, and then CPI's on Friday. Wow. So yeah, the next 2 days is going to be action-packed. There goes that flush. Thank you. Finally, bro. My goodness. So stupid, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm like traumatized from all the times where ES or YM takes out the target before NASDAQ and then reverses, and then you're sitting here begging price to keep going and it stops you out instead. But here we are today. The sells were undeniably accurate today. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Hope you guys learned something new. God bless as always. We will be back at it at 9:45 tomorrow. Bring your friends, bring your prop firm accounts. We are getting payouts. Look at this, kid. It's going all the way to the draw, which would have been the overnight low here. At least this swing low for one checkpoint. And then boom. Now we're talking. Okay. See how NASDAQ's trying to win us over again? It's like, bro, please don't let me go. Don't leave me. Please don't. Now you want to cooperate when the trade is closed, kid. That's 100 points on the table that I left. I got out at like 60. Now it's at 120. Another 60 points. It's okay, man. We're still going to trade YM tomorrow, so. Still trading YM tomorrow. But yeah, good work. Catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.